hardcore film over here. I thought I'd do a little video about the new Beatles song, Now and Then. My opinions on the song. My opinions? What is my opinion of the song? You know, I think everybody had that kind of initial, kind of emotional kind of feel when you listen to the song for the first time. It's like, it's like, I don't know, it's kind of overwhelming kind of emotion. I think overall everybody loves the Beatles, felt it. This kind of, I don't know why. It's weird though, right? You kind of got the tears in your eyes. I know it's like that scene when Darth Vader dies. It's kind of like the same kind of emotion, just kind of gets you. I don't know. Because we all love John, and we hear his voice again, and it's just so great. I think that's what it is. Because we love the Beatles. I love the Beatles. The Beatles were a big influence on me. I wouldn't have started to songwrite if it wasn't for the Beatles. So I love the Beatles and all the Beatles albums. I've listened to them over and over. As a kid, I used to listen to them every morning on the and walking to school. I used to listen to them all the time. So I've listened to I've listened to the Beatles albums more than any other albums of anybody else. So obviously, initially, I mean, I heard the original demo of the song years ago. So and it was kind of like the first verse was there, and then he did this kind of like a thing where he goes into this other thing. I don't want to lose you, that kind of thing, which I think they took out, which is good because I think that was kind of like maybe that was kind of like the bridge, but they took it out. So I mean, and I was wondering about that, if they were going to keep that and how they were going to do that. But of course, with this new AI technology, it was awesome because they can take John's voice out and just kind of, and it's kind of, they can. John always liked effects on his voice, so they could have done anything with his voice. They could have put echo on it. Because John liked that. I mean, he listened to like Instant Karma and Cold Turkey. He's got that kind of stuff on his voice. He likes that, and like that stuff. Tomorrow Never Knows. He's got something on his voice. He's got something on his voice on I Am the Walrus. He liked that. So. So that was cool. Now they can take his voice and I like that they had it, loud. You can hear his singing. Some of these like people would do these kind of mock AI and how it possibly going to sound. They didn't really raise the voice. It's like you gotta be able to hear the vocal. It's a good sign. It's not professional. Is you can't really hear what they're saying. But they did a good job. And I think John's voice sound is great. I think they did a good job with it. Some people say, well, it sounds like it's from the 70s, and then the music sounds like it's from now, so it sounds weird. I think it sounds great. I think because it's got that cool kind of effect of John. John's voice is timeless, so I think it works. I think it really does. I think it works with the only gripe I have with the song is it doesn't have enough lead guitar in it. It's just, I'll play it for you. See, it starts with that, I mean, I get you're gonna start like that, but it's a possible. If George was around, he probably would have put something on there, maybe. Some kind of playing the melody, maybe. Something, I don't know, maybe. Or it was not playing with a guitar, something else. And then the vocals come in. I know it's true. It's all because of you. And if I make it through, it's all because of you. And then this is where the drums come in. Actually, I don't think it comes in. It's just kind of. But here you could add like lead guitar, like. So nothing like really kind of crazy, just kind of little like guitar touches. What do you mean with that? Miss you. like, you know, when there's no singing, that's something that could be on to be happening in the song. You know, it's something, you know, anything, not just guitar. You can have like anything, like a keyboard thing, a percussion thing, something going on, something that just kind of fills it up and kind of makes it, you know. But yeah, I wish there was more of that. But you know, it was just kind of. I think a lot of times, you know, because I don't know, maybe they did that because they wanted John's voice to be at the center and just focus on that. Because it's not like real like guitar, lead guitar until the solo, so you know, until the end. So, but little like guitar bits, there was like, you know, there was like a little bit of guitar, kind of like guitar and the electric rhythm. But I mean, they should have put more of that, you know, put more stuff. It's like everybody's like afraid to use that guitar, you know. I like guitar. Could have got Clapton. That's what I'm thinking. Could have got Eric Clapton, just like I did on Wild Man Guitar Jelly Weeps. He could have came in and did his Eric Clapton thing. George would have loved that. John would have loved that. George and Eric were best friends. John worked with Eric. You know, the original Plastic Ono Band. You know, that Live Peace Toronto thing. You know, everybody loves Eric, so why not get Eric on it? It's like George wasn't around, so George would have been like, get Eric Clapton. I'm not here, get Eric Clapton. So that would have been cool, but they didn't do that. So, but yeah, that's the thing. I love the song. I think it's John's voice sounds great. Whatever they did, I think it sounds great. So, and the song is great. It's like okay. I'm listening to what people are saying about the song, and someone's like, I heard someone say it's not really a great song. It's a great song. What are you talking about? It's a really good song. It's not like a complex song like most Beatles songs. They're not complex. What do they think? People always think like the Beatles songs are like the most complex things in the world. And no, a lot of Beatles. I know I've covered many Beatles songs, and they're not very complex. If I can play them, they're not very complex. Most rock and roll songs are not complex. You know, you got like. It's more the complexity comes in the arrangements. That's why the Beatles song, you know, like you look at Sgt. Pepper, those songs aren't very complex, but their arrangements are complex. Even Paul said in an interview in '64, yeah, you know, how will we grow as musicians? He said, well, the song, you know, we still write little, you know, memorable melodies, but what'll change is the arrangements, and that's what they did. They added more strings and all that stuff. They did, you know, all this stuff. They did this. They did backwards guitar. You know, they did all that kind of stuff. So that's where the complexity comes. And so and they had a chance with a song to do that kind of stuff, to add stuff. I think John would have minded that. You know, they could have put some backwards guitar and then a little more guitar. They could have went a little. They could have went awesome and crazy with the arrangements. Why not? But they didn't. They kind of kept it kind of simple. So I don't know. They kind of melancholy way. But I don't think they should have went that route. They should have just made it, you know, into, you know, a great Beatle track, you know. But yeah, whoever's saying the song is not good, you don't know what you're talking about. Okay, it's what do you expect? You know, it's like it's not much. I mean, Love Me Do is a great Beatle track, and that's so simple. Love Me Do, but you love that song, don't you? Yeah, there's a lot of Beatles songs that are very kind of very simple, but they're intricate in the way they did it, you know what I mean? Like Day Tripper, that's a good example. It's like not very loud. It's just like A, you know, E to A, you know. But the complexity is in the harmonies, the vocal harmonies. That's what makes it so great. The vocal harmonies are amazing on that song. I love that song. And the arrangement that they did with the vocals on Day Tripper, and then the solo changes key into they go to B for the solo, which is a clever idea. You know, change the key, and then you go back to E for the final verse. It's clever, so yeah, it works. Modulation, but yeah. So yeah. So whoever says the song isn't very good, it's John Lennon. It's a good song. That's why Paul wanted to do it. You can see Paul was like, I want to do the song. You see me like in an interview from back then. He's like, I want to do the song. He knows he knew what the potential is. That's the thing. A key of a creative mind is to see the potential in something. You go, that's good bits. You can take that bad bits out, put that bits in. Yeah. And the words, I know it's true. It's all because of you. And if I make it and if I make it through, it's all because of you. See, that's nice words. I know it's true, it's all because of you, and if I make it through, it's all because of you. And now and then, if we must start again, well, we will know for sure that I will love you. Now and then I miss you. Now and then I want you to be there for me, always to return to me. Sorry, my right hand. I want to be there, always to return to me. I know it's true. It's all because of you. And if you go away, I know you'll never stay. Now and then I miss you. Now and then I want you to be there for me. And then solo. I know it's true. It's all because of you. And if I make it through, it's all because of you. That's good word. That's like Beatle words, you know. That's like, you know. I don't know what people like. It's not a good song. What are you talking about? It's not a good song. It's a great song. If you're a songwriter, you go, that's a good song. A good song does not have to be all with the words, all complex with the words, and if it's good, solid words that it makes you want to sing it, that's, you know, you don't have to get all crazy with the words. You don't have to be like, yeah, okay, this song is good because the words are kind of like, yeah, the words, it's good words saying good things. It's good. And then you got a nice melody, you know. I like the song. So yeah, I was just like, when I first heard what they did with it, I was like, yeah, good. The vocals good, and then they kind of did a nice arrangement. And then they got a solo. Yeah, but I wanted the solo to be more. They kind of slows things down. I wanted it to be like, I don't know. It's kind of more a little fire to the solo. You know? I don't think that's George playing it. I think it's in the style of George. George had a solo, but it was in his style he was gonna play. But I think so. But they, you know, George could always change and say, no, I'm gonna try something else. But he wasn't there to do that. So maybe they just wanted to honor George's original idea. But yeah, yeah. So now and then I like, yeah. It's just so weird how people kind of judging the song. It's like, it is what it is. It's, you know, it's like they did a good job for what it was. You know, it's like a tape of John in a demo form. See, there's usually a stage that the song goes to when you write it. When you write it, you write the song. You know, you're not complete with it. You might have, but then you kind of go and you put it on a cassette, you know, and then you sing in a demo voice. Not really a master take voice, more of a demo voice. We're not really singing it clearly, you know, singing it, and you just kind of sing it so you get an idea of the melody. So you can play it down, and when you take it to the studio, you can play it for the band and go, this is how it goes, and then the band can improvise and do their own thing, but they get an idea of what the song is. And that's where the song was. At that point, John's voice wasn't you know, this is gonna be the master take voice, obviously. This is, you know, it was just kind of, maybe he was intending on doing the song, you know, in one of his later albums, you know, in the 80s. You know, sometimes he lets songs sit and then he'll bring it in. You know, I remember that song. Let me bring that back. Let me try that song. You know, that's probably what he was intending. You know, it's usually like the newest songs is the ones you tend to like more. So like for Double Fantasy, he wrote the song right before the album probably, and then he's probably like, these are the newer ones, and he was probably more into those than the older ones from a few years ago he was doing. So yeah. Yeah. yeah, they did it. It's I like it. People are like, well, the voice. I think he sounds great. I think John sounds. It sounds good. They did a good job. So like Paul singing and with Ringo singing and the harmonies, it sounds good. It sounds. I don't know what people want. It's like, it sounds like this and it sounds like that. It's like, it sounds like he's like the music's from now and then the singing's from then. It's like, because it is. But it sounds pretty good for that, isn't it? Yeah, so hopefully they'll do more of that kind of stuff. I like that. I like AI kind of stuff when it helps. When it helps to make a song better, people sound better. I like that. 'Cause I want people to sound better. I want people to sound good. It's like when you're honest. Right now, if you sound good and not sound good. Yeah. So okay, that's it for now and then. For now.